Another time, an incredible Roger Federer. He had not beaten Novak Djokovic since 2015 here at the Masters. And today he was absolutely unbeatable. It's true that Djokovic didn't play well. Djokovic probably felt the great pressure of not being knocked out already before the semifinals, having to a chance to finish the year and as #1 in the world. Well, he lost everything today. He lost the match to Roger Federer, and since the beginning was always behind in the score, 6-4, 6-3 for the Swiss, and he lost the chance to be #1 at the end of the world. Rafa Nadal will be the #1, even if Nadal would lose tomorrow to Tsitsipas. He will finish for the 5th year #1, like in the past Djokovic but not like Federer, I think. Federer, I think, was 6 times, if I'm not wrong. Now I'm a bit tired too, because it was a long day. Federer played unbelievably well with his serve on the first set, when he practically he didn't give any chance to Djokovic to break him. 83% of first serve in. He lost only 3 points on the 19 times that he served the first serve, and he didn't lose any point the 4th time that he put on court the second serve. So now Federer, who played this tournament 17 times, is again, I think, for the 16th time, if I'm not wrong, in the semi-final of this tournament. He has a good chance to win it, even if he doesn't know yet who will be his opponent on Saturday. It could be either Nadal or Tsitsipas. So we'll see what happens. We saw Djokovic really depressed, because he said, well, this year I won 2 slams, Australian Open and Wimbledon, but I finished on a bad note, and tonight it was a catastrophe, my tennis game. Well, Djokovic can play the new Davis Cup next week in Madrid. Maybe I will be able to recover soon, while Federer he will not play neither the Davis Cup nor the ATP Cup in January in Australia. Before this match that gave to Federer his win number 23 versus Djokovic, an Italian guy, Matteo Berrettini, was able to win his first match as an Italian at a Masters. Neither Panatta, neither Barazzuti in 75 and 78 had been able to do that. It's true that Thiem was already qualified for the semifinals, so maybe he didn't try so hard, especially after having lost the first set in the tiebreaker. It's true that Berrettini had already served for the set before, but he played his worst game in that specific moment, but he was able to forget it and play a good tiebreaker. About Federer, well, I don't know really what to say, because being 38 years, he doesn't stop surprising everybody. Tonight he was agile, he was strong, he was, and then he had the big support of the crowd, because probably he was also very much more determined after what happened at the last Wimbledon's final, when he had 2 match points, as you remember, and he was unable to convert them. So, well, even the crowd was pushing Federer much more even than in Wimbledon, because they were in a way sorry for what had happened in the last Wimbledon's final. Now we could say that Federer could be considered the favorite of this tournament, since he won it already these 6 times. So we'll see what happens. Every day, we must say, is different because Federer had not played so well versus Thiem, and not even versus Berrettini. He said that tonight in the press conference. So let's see what will happen tomorrow, today for you that are watching this video. This event is, as usual, very interesting, even if the format sometimes creates some controversial, because sometimes you don't know if all the players are playing in the same situation and mental condition. Thanks a lot, and see you tomorrow.